Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you the 1987 Buick Regal, and this is the only Buick in Forza Horizon 3, and you can only get it through the Midnight Battle or also obviously the auction house because people auction them there and they are pretty cheap, but I'm not sure why I never covered this car. I covered the RX-7 and also the Lamborghini Murcielago, but I never went back and covered the original two from the Midnight Battles, the BMW M3 and then also this Buick Regal. So some people may not know, if you just got the game or are newer to the game, you can actually do head-to-head races against the Drivatars, and once you win enough of them, you unlock street races, and then once you beat the street races and win enough street races, you actually unlock Midnight Battles where you can basically win some exclusive cars, and the only way to get them, like I said, is through these Midnight Battles. They're nowhere else in the game, not in the auto show, so some people may not even know about this yet. I know there's still always new people buying this game, but today I just want to talk with you about this car's body kit preset tune that is available for this thing, and I have it on here, and it puts it to the top of the S1 class, $899, and with the way I visually customized it, it actually put it to $900 at the very top of the S1 class, and this thing is super fast. I mean, for being an S1, this thing has a very good top speed and the acceleration is really nasty, but before we get into the performance, this thing is very nice looking. This is a really nice older car. I've always liked these things and I've had it in some other racing games. The inside is also beautiful. I'm sure you saw it there a little bit earlier. The two-tone always looks so good, and I really like this car. I really enjoy the looks of it, and I kind of want to go back and try the stock motor, which I have not done yet, just to see how it sounds in this game because I only used the V8 swap with the supercharger. But this thing, like I said, man, it accelerates very fast. Right now I'm not even on the throttle all the way. I'm probably like, I don't know, 50 to 70% on the throttle, and the reason for that is this thing certainly requires you to have some throttle control. This thing makes 1,000 base horsepower, and that is a lot for this car, and it simply just cannot handle all the power with the rear-wheel drivetrain. So basically the way I like to use this thing, you really just gotta kind of ease into the throttle. Don't go full throttle right away. Once you shift, just kind of let off a little bit and ease back into it until you're full throttle again, and it works really well. You pretty much need to do this all the way up until 5th gear, but then after that you're usually pretty good to go. But the acceleration and the top speed on this thing is very good for being in the S1 class, but the other things are the handling and the braking and just the kind of, you know, all the handling characteristics of this car are a little bit tough to control. The braking just really isn't that great. The car kind of keeps on sliding, and when you look at the statistics, it doesn't look like the braking would be that bad, but the car definitely doesn't brake as good as you would want it to, and on top of that, the handling just isn't that great. I mean, it's pretty much a muscle car. It's a true muscle car, and the launch on this thing is okay. I almost forgot to mention, the launch isn't that great, but first gear is really long, but then second and third gear are 50% the length of first gear, so just with how fast this thing accelerates, second and third feel really short, and this car does, like I said, if you don't control it well enough, have a pretty good amount of wheel spin, so your RPMs are going to rise very quickly, and it can be a little bit annoying, but after you learn to control the car a lot better, it certainly becomes more fun to use. But for me personally, I like to use this thing for just head-to-head races because racing-wise, it just doesn't really have good enough handling and braking with this body kit preset tune. But for these kind of races, these head-to-heads with lots of nice long straightaways, that's what I really like this thing for. And once again, just don't go full throttle until you're in 5th gear, and certainly do not use it on the off-roads. I was not expecting this head-to-head race to go through the off-roads, and my car, I was surprised it didn't flip or crash or something, but ended up pulling off the win here. But man, this thing is just so fast, and it's really nice for highway pulls, and if you don't know me by now, I love highway pulls. But that is all I have to say about this thing. If you have any questions about the Midnight Battles or street races or anything pertaining to that, feel free to ask me. I know some people probably don't know about that, but I didn't want to focus on that too much in this video, but I'll let you enjoy some more gameplay here, hear the sounds of the car. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.